Yeah, they put their foot on our necks, but we let them, so what you expect? When the last time you picked up a book? When the last time you wrote your own check? Yeah, we all up on IG and Netflix, and the devil, he got you on chill. He's scrolling and trolling your life, you can't see he destroying, cause he got you still. It's your vision that he wanna steal, and your mission that he wanna kill. No condemning, I'm keeping it real. It's conviction I want you to feel. And I'm praying today that we wake up, and the mess that we made we can make up. It's because of a skin that they hate us, don't know what it's gonna take to shake us. Listen. And I'm not pacing, I'm just patient. They thought that I was moving slow, they didn't know I was waiting. Yeah, it's my season, it's my reason. I talk with God every day, I'm not into people pleasing. And forever I'm for God, and I just want you to know without him, life is hard. So get your heart right, get your house in order.
Hi, I'm Charcy Curtis. Some of you may know me out of Fayetteville as Sister Diva. This is the IM4GOD Movement podcast, where we allow everyday people to tell their testimony. Today I have a special guest, James. I'm going to allow him to explain who he is, what he got going on, just so you can feel like you know him a little better. So James, let them know who you are, what you got going on, how to contact you, and all that good stuff.
What's up, everybody? My name is James Suber. I'm the owner of JS Designs in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. We are a full-service print company.
Okay.
So we print anything from banners, signs, T-shirts to doing your logos for your business and anything that you need, basically.
Okay. So you're going to give them the site, like how to get in contact with you?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and Facebook. On Facebook, you can contact me on Facebook at JS Designs _GRFX. Also on Instagram, the same thing, JS Designs, just how it sounds, _GRFX.
Okay. I thank you again for fitting me in your busy schedule, because I know you got a lot going on. Matter of fact, how was Dreamville? I know you went out there and hung out a little bit.
Yeah. Dreamville was crazy.
Okay.
Salute to Cole and his team.
Okay.
Fayetteville native, so it's very, very, very inspirational for an entrepreneur like myself to see a young man that came from the same ground and the same soil that I walked on.
Right.
Actually, his high school, his alma mater is right across the street from my place of business. I do a lot of business with them.
Okay.
It's just amazing to see that, and just to see all of those people, come to support somebody from my same era and same place. You know what I'm saying? It's major.
Right. It is coming from this area. It is.
Yeah.
I liked what you put up when you said, Fayetteville can't hold it.
Yeah, no. Fayetteville can't hold nothing like Dream Fest, because that's a whole nother ball game. Shout out to the Ville. I love my city. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. And my comment kind of went viral a little bit, low key, but it's crazy, man, because a lot of people think really like it's been real controversial about that topic. Like, why don't Cole come back to the city, do something here, da-da-da-da-da. But, the magnitude that I feel like that man is on is, like, crazy. Yes. And monetary, I don't think it would fit.
Fayetteville.
It would fit Fayetteville monetary, definitely. It would bring a lot of money to the area, to the city. It would be crazy, but I just don't think area-wise.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as far as the space, we don't have the room.
Yeah, we don't have the room, the hotels, the nightlife, the eating capacity.
Fayetteville's just Fayetteville.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, at the end of the day, like, if you know, that is what it is.
Yeah, but I love my city, don't get it twisted, man. Like, and just like he rep it, I rep it too. But it's just the magnitude of Dream Fest, and I've been all 3 years. I did business down there. This year I was backstage. It was just kind of crazy to see the production in the whole. Like, it's not the average, like, go to the, regular concert. It's major, you know what I'm saying?
Growth is everything.
Absolutely.
And it's good to see somebody that that where, come from one spot and then be somewhere else that you'd be like, you would never imagine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It's, hope and all faith and all that good stuff. But we're going to get right in these questions.
Let's get it. Let's get
it. So how was it like growing up for you as a child? So let's tell us a little something.
Oh, wow, personal life. Well, really, like, I'm not the one that, do a lot of stunning and nothing, but I had a very good upbringing.
Okay.
I was very family-based,
okay.
Which I think helps me in my character, the content that I have in my character now as far as, like, family goes. I grew up with my mom, my dad in the household. Okay. I'm the only child. Okay. So,
So you spoiled?
I ain't gonna say spoiled, but, I didn't live, I'm not gonna stunt. I wasn't brought up, on a hardship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My dad he owns a truck driving business.
Okay.
My mom has went to school, graduated now with her master's.
Okay.
And she is, you know, has her own practice, you know, with her master's or whatever. So, I mean, my upbringing, to answer your question, I feel like, you know, just knowing other people, it wasn't a hard upbringing, but, you know, it had its challenges, just like anybody else in any other household. You know, you grow, you learn, you stump your toe, you like, I ain't gonna do that no more, you know what I'm saying? So growing up, my childhood, you know, it's family-based, you know, spiritual.
But looking at other people, I mean, where they might have been brought up, whatever, it made you appreciate.
Oh yes, most definitely. Appreciate people that parents that went to go get it, that had it, that was you know, able to help me. Even on as I got older, you know what I'm saying. You know, they was able to, you know, kind of steer me in the right direction, help me when it came to my entrepreneurship. So I'm blessed and thankful for that. You know what I'm saying. I've never been the person that shy away from saying like, yo, my parents and my upbringing, I had that, you know what I'm saying? And I think it molded me to, you know, be the person I am now.
Okay. The next question, how important is relationships to you?
Personal or business? Like
we can go with either
about?
one. Hey, this is your interview. Let's do that. What you want to go with?
I'm going to go with business first.
Okay.
I think business relationship is very important. Relationship, true relationship. Okay. And just like a personal relationship, you look at a business relationship as something that's you hold dear, you know what I'm saying, loyal, you know what I'm saying, you try your best to keep those things intact. Just like any other relationship, will things happen in business relationships, of course, you know what I'm saying, but it's how you rebound from it, it's how you show accountability from whatever it is and, you know, keep going, you know. Right. So business relationship is very, very important. This weekend, we talked about Dreamville. Per my business relationship that I had with a couple people, you know what I'm saying? I got my product shipped to Dreamville. I got to go backstage, you know what I'm saying, and mingle and talk and be with, you know, mainstream artists. So it was all about relationship. Right. That my relationship with a certain person got me there. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing, you know, what relationships can do for you in business.
It's funny you said that because I always say, you know, relationships over trump money. Yeah. So I mean, if you had a choice to pick, me for, you know, put my money out here versus the relationship I can build with you. Facts. I would rather go with the relationships because that's long term.
Yeah, that's long term.
You know, money that
especially if it's healthy.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah.
It's all about being a healthy relationship, though.
With money, one thing about it is somebody coming in and say something high to you, and you're gonna be.
Oh yeah.
But that relationship,
that's a different story. Absolutely.
But getting into the next question,
you ain't let me answer the one about. You said business to personal.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead, personal. Go ahead.
I think personal. Okay. Nah, I'm just saying. But I mean, personal relationship is just as important. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody in your corner, a supporter, a backbone that you can rely on. You know what I'm saying? That's so important. Not only that, you know, somebody to push you. Right. Somebody that has goals and your best interest at heart. Right. That's important. And personal relationship is very important. I feel like sometimes, you know, that's give or take, you know, in personal relationships. You have to give sometimes more than you take. Right. That's what I mean by that. But overall, you know, I think that's just as important as the business because that's your livelihood. That's how you think. At the end of the night when you go lay down, you laying down beside somebody or you dealing with somebody, whoever the shorty or the guy is, like you want to know like, yo, they got my back without a question. If I fall, their hand is coming out to pick me up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we can go on to the next because I can't elaborate on that all night. You feel me?
I'm making sure. Okay. If I was a person or we was a person, which one you would say you are that fits you perfect? And why?
I'm gonna have to go with we.
Okay.
That's a good one, Charles.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with we. The reason why I say we is because just in my business profession, I'm the person that helps the next person get started, go to the next thing. You know, and without us, me and you or somebody else, plural, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's hard to make it. You know what I'm saying? So if I was a person, I would want to be we, because I know that it's nothing that I can do on a major scale by myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's confirmation on the question too, for real. But
it is. Yeah, because that's what I say. It's funny because, like the word they say, boss and leaders. I would go with leaders versus boss.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because leaders lead the way for somebody else.
Yeah,
boss is just, it's like how they say, it's lonely at the top. That is so true.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, I'd rather be able to say we did this versus I.
Right.
Because a lot of things, there's only one I, that's the I am, not am. We ain't gonna get into that.
Right.
But let's get back into these questions. Have you ever been in a dark place? And if so, how did you pull yourself out of it?
Oh man. Man, this is so recent. But yeah, really just I was in a place of kind of sort of denial within myself. Okay. You got me on here spilling my tea.
That's what it's about. Somebody need to hear this.
Right. I feel you. But it was about being in denial of myself, where I was in my career, my family life. You know what I'm saying? How things was going. And I was like, man, like, God, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've never claimed to be like that person that's like the holy of holies. Right. But I was raised in church. I'm a drummer. You know what I'm saying? But I try to hold my character together, the person that I am. You feel me? And I had just got to a place to where I was like, man, come on, like stuff is just kind of all everywhere. You know what I mean? Right. With business, with the house, home life. And I was like, dang, what's going on? But really, I just stuck to my guns. I stuck to what my people's always brought me up in. That was the church. I prayed about it. I really had to do some soul searching for myself to see where I could hold myself accountable in certain situations, how I could get better at those, the things I needed to put in place. This assessing me, you know what I'm saying, as a man, as a father, I had to assess me, you know what I'm saying, and I continue to do that. And then slowly but surely, even now, you know what I'm saying, I'm starting to come out of that place to where I am as far as like, okay, everything is going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? You just keep going, put God first, you take one step, he'll take two. Right. So, that's kind of, that question right there is recent. I'm just going to keep going and making it happen.
That person out there that was asking, how did you get out of it? You saying basically just keep God first.
You got to keep going. Prayers, and keep going, and hope, and assessing your situation. If something's not good for you, sometimes you got to get out, and you have to really assess your situation as far as a person. I mean, when it comes to business, what type of business you in? What are you doing? How you handling your business? Family life, is just really where you want to be. It's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at all of those variables together, and figure out your route. And like you say, pray about it, and God will teach you how to get to where you're going. He'll lead you, exactly down the path that he need to lead you, that he wants for you. Oh yeah, because
his plan and our plan is totally different.
Man, totally different.
And like I like to tell people all the time, you understand, sometimes God will separate you from people because it's time for you to shift. Right. And you can't take them people with you. So when he shifts you, you got to just believe and know this is God. And the one thing I can say about when he shifts you, that peace of mind he gives you.
Oh man,
it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know you going through it, but at the same time, it's like if I could just get to the other side, it's gonna be okay.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
And so it's just like keeping, like you said, he'll separate you just to build your more a relationship with him. Right. Because sometimes we astray. You know what I'm saying? We're like, wait a minute, I'm gonna do this over here. I'll get back with you in a minute. But whenever you have that relationship with him, it reminds you who keeps you stable, who keeps you balanced, who this, who that. You know what I'm saying? But he's the main source.
And the thing I know about God is he'll let you go out there too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He is like he got a little rope around you, and he'll let like a little, he'll pitch you on
and
out there.
You back.
And then you'll be out there just swimming, and you'll be about to drown, and then he'll just start to slowly tug you back in. So he'll let you make mistakes. Oh yeah. But I think that's all a part of the process. That we have to go through, that he wants you to go through to build you as a better person, a stronger person.
But at the same time, I tell people, sometimes your mistake is bigger than you. So, meaning you may be going through it for somebody else to see it. Absolutely. And he used you as an example. Absolutely. Like, if I send you out here to go through this mistake, and this person over here see it ain't even about you. And you're like, why am I going through this? And it's got so many people or kids or whoever it is, he's trying to get their attention. He's like, okay, you sit here and talk about this person, you this and third. So I'm going to use this person you talk about and show you something that's I'm going to bring them out. But at the same time, you're going to see it with your eyes and you're going to witness it. Right. So by you witness it, and then when you go talk to them, they're going to say, how did you do it? And your answer gonna be, God did it.
God did it.
And that's all it takes. And that'll just get people right lined up and saying, well, let me get connected to the source.
Right.
But the next question is, what keeps you grounded?
Oh, man. Like I talked about earlier, family, you know what I mean? My boys, my family.
Okay.
That's what really basically keeps me
Your kids
grounded.
keep
Yeah,
grounded?
my kids. I mean, I have two boys.
Okay.
Black young men growing up in the American way.
Yeah,
now.
that's tough.
So, it's so much, I think, with social media, how things are nowadays, that we about the same age. When we was kind of growing up, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
It's
it's totally
definitely
different.
different.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Totally different. Like, some of the things that I hear my sons say, or like, I'm like, what? But then I had to think about it. Like, so my approach to them have to be a little bit more different than my mom might would have been like, psh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Let me teach you why you should look at this situation
Exactly.
totally different.
Yeah.
Let me teach you why you need to do this in school and in class, because it's going to follow you.
Yeah.
So really it's them, man. I know I can't go out here and do nothing crazy. I have to keep my cool. You know what I'm saying? I have to keep, a certain, my character in a certain place for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they looking. You know what I'm saying? Dad go out there and do something crazy.
They're gonna mimic
They
it.
can follow.
Yeah,
you know
they're
what
like
I'm
a
saying?
sponge.
Right.
They're gonna soak it on there like you did it.
Right. Yeah,
How you gonna tell me? I seen you do it. You know.
Right.
But I feel so sorry for this generation now, because even with the education, like I said, and I say it over and over again, I feel like they just teaching them lies.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's like the history is whatever you want. I'm just like, no, history is history.
Right.
But at the end of the day, don't force your opinion on me or what you think about certain things. So I say, my heart go out to them, because you have to tell your child, look, and like you said, show them why you say what it is. You know what I'm saying? Which back in our days, they show it to you black and white.
Right.
But now it's like whatever you want it to be,
Right.
it is.
It is.
That's
you can
a lie.
be whatever you want to be. Yeah,
So it's like
crazy.
the real is a new fake. And I
Right.
was like, I can't get with all this fake stuff. Like, I mean, black and white is black and white, gray is gray. But I mean, each his own, like I said. But at the end of the day, you have to take the time out with your child and say, look, this is why I say what I say.
Right.
School might tell you this right here,
Right.
but if you really do your research, that ain't gonna make no
Right.
sense.
That ain't it.
So
That
at the end of the day, it's about, finding stuff. We ain't gonna get all in there, 'cause we can go real deep with
Yeah, we can go
that. But
deep
you
with
know what I'm
that.
saying? At the end of the day, like, my heart really go out to this generation. Like,
Yeah, it's different, man.
yeah, it's definitely different. I'm glad I was raised in the time I was raised, because listen here, this woo. But what is that something you asked God for and you wish you could have been a little bit more specific about it?
Oh man, let me see. I would say, I mean, my life kind of deals back to my business, but I would have asked him, when I thought about what I was going to be doing, like as a career, and thought about it, again, I was in a spot kind of like I had just had my first son, and I just came home from college. And I was like, dang, what am I going to do? The job I was working at, I was not like working at. I was working in a third shift job. And I was just like, what, am I going to do? So I knew I had a skill, you know what I'm saying? Graphic design, logo, vision. Like I had vision for people. Like somebody could tell me something and I could be like, oh yeah, you should do this. Maybe this will help you, But I asked for, I wanted a business, but I knew what came with it, but if I would have known everything that came with it, I feel like I would have been a little bit prepared. So I would have asked God to give me more knowledge on what I'm getting into and how to navigate, through my journey of entrepreneurship. And I would have been a little bit more specific in my prayers, like I want to be here, I want to be there, but rather than just saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do and just kind of stepping out there.
Right.
My prayer would have been like, yo, I want to have such and such and such, a little bit better plan to my career path. But it's working out, you know what I'm saying? But I just would have been a little bit more...
Well, we learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, I would have been like, oh, God, I need this right here to be like this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I would have, and with that, he would have gave me, with vision, I think you have provision.
Right.
So he would have been able to give, my mind would have been so locked in on what I had in plan, because I prayed for it, then it would have went a little bit smoother. A lot of the things that I'm going through and having to go back and correct now, I would have had that done. You know what I'm saying? With proper planning. But like I said,
but like I said too, earlier, when you go back to correct whatever it is somebody watching. You're bringing, somebody realize, okay, it's okay to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? But you grow from your mistakes. Don't make the same mistake.
Right,
but,
right.
How did you turn your pain into power?
Similar, keep going.
Okay.
Like I'm a person that like you knock me down, I'm gonna get back up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can really say to me. I get down on myself and where I think I should be more than if it was somebody that would have an opinion or something to say about me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that my pain as far as like the mistakes that I made, me just keep keeping going. You know what I'm saying? Like the train, like I'm gonna keep rocking regardless of whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop. So just my motivation to myself is, no matter what you go through, you know what I'm saying, push through,
What would you like people to know about you that they don't know?
Oh, man. People think I'm arrogant.
Really?
Like, people got a real, like, I don't know. Like, they have a real, like, stint of, like, oh, you can't talk to him.
Really?
I'm telling you, I get that, like, for real. And I'm like, people that don't know me, or they might have heard something. Oh, James is da-da-da-da-da-da. Or James is this. And they take that and they run with it. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, oh, he think he all that. Or he thinking, like, I feel like I'm one of the most humblest guys ever. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard that a lot. I've heard that, like, oh, he think he this, he think he that.
So y'all heard that?
I'm not, man.
Said he's humble.
I'm still
like, he's approachable.
I'm very approachable to everyone.
Okay.
Please approach me. You got something to say? You want to talk about something? Come holler at me.
Yeah,
Even if it's something that you, if I did something to offend you,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Bring it to me first.
I'm a buck 20. I ain't about to knock your head off. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Let's talk about it.
All right.
I'm very approachable. But, not even in that notion, like, but they just think I'm like, I don't know. Like, I look at myself like I'm supposed to be better than somebody else, and I don't. That's not my...
Instead, somebody probably put that out there. Just like they say I'm mean. I'm not mean. I'm very approachable.
Yeah,
I'm just a serious person. But I'm definitely not mean, But I totally get it. If you could change one thing in your life, what would it be and why?
I would already be rich.
Okay.
No, I'm just I'm saying that is real. I mean, okay. But like I wouldn't have to worry no more. I ain't gotta go to work. I ain't gotta touch no more shirt. But man, I'm on the honey though. Like I've enjoyed my journey. You know what I'm saying? It is some things like I'm not a timely person. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working on that, and I think it is because I pull myself in so many different ways. Okay. So I'm learning how to, for one, I'm learning how to say no. Okay. I got a big brother in this print game, and he know who I'm talking about. He gonna see this, and he said to me all the time, like, James, you need to learn how to say no. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you try to do for everybody and do everything. You pull yourself in so many different ways. It's draining. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning that. You know what I'm saying? The more that I'm walking in that, I've started to become better. You know what I'm saying? I can see certain things that I have done in the past, and I'm just not going to put situations, I'm just not going to put myself in. I'm not going to do that. Because I know, like, all right, this might not work out for your good. So it's certain things that I'm taking into play. Okay, congratulations on that. That's turn that new leaf. Yeah, for sure. Say no, just say no. Sometimes you gotta tell people no, man. Like, you better. Yeah, because they will suck you like a leech. Listen, they be going on doing what they gonna do. You gotta tell them no. What would you say is different versus the old you and the new you? If you're looking back on the old James versus James today. Man. Really trying to figure out an understanding about things. Okay. Like beforehand, like I would just kind of go with whatever. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm more so like, I'll ask a question like, well, why is that? Or I assess a situation a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Where for just like going, like, all right, cool, seeing an opportunity and moving forward on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm a little bit more cautious in business and life or how I move towards certain situations.
Okay.
Being patient, you know what I'm saying, and kind of really like being able to assess a situation and just falling into something. Just doing something because it just comes along. You feel me? Like, oh yeah, look, all right, let's do this like this, da 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 da. And I'll be like, all right, cool, let's go. Now I'm like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Let me think about this for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
And being able to get an understanding of what I'm about to get myself into before I walk into that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, beforehand I would just go with whatever. But now I'm like, you know, hold on, man, let's think about this before we move forward. You know what I mean?
Right. It's funny you said that because somebody had told me, and I'll never forget before that, I was just like, you know what I'm talking about? It was like, when you turn 30, it's going to be a light to come on, and certain things that you cared about, you're going to care about. I'm like, not me,
sure.
you know, they ain't lying. When I turned 30, it was like something like, if it didn't make sense, I ain't messing with it, I ain't being bothered with it. It's just like,
make it make sense.
Right, make it make sense.
Yeah, I've seen that on a couple shirts.
Yeah, make it make sense. But that's my lesson. I always make it make sense. If it ain't making sense, don't even talk to me about it.
Yeah, facts.
What was that moment like when you realized God was real without a shadow of a doubt? Give me one of them testimonies.
Man, I'm going to take a little bit more, instead of a serious approach to this, I'm going to take a little bit more, it's not comedic, but, so I'll never forget one morning, this was when I first opened up my first business. Okay. Just like any other entrepreneur opening up a business, and I'm talking about storefront. Okay. I was 32 when I first opened up my first storefront. Then I moved to the one that I'm talking about now. Just moved in. Money was tight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like on the corner. I'm in Haymont. You know, I'm down there with these folks. Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm you know, again, like, you know, like, man, like, you know, my best friend, one of my best friends, she had my back, and she, you know, I knew I wasn't going to fall, but it was still a stressful time for me moving into that business. And I don't think a lot of people knew, so I was riding. One morning I woke up. I never forget it. I was going to pick up some business cards I had made for somebody at Williams Print on Bragg Boulevard. And I hit Efficient Church Road, and I had just enough money to buy what I needed to buy when I got there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding down the road, and I'm praying like, God, I need to make, you know what I mean, a couple $1,000 a day. I got, you know, I just paid out this money, this deposit. I got this stuff going on. So I'm riding down the road. I just had finished talking to God, and a $1 bill and flew up in my windshield. Oh, wow. $1. Okay. And smacked on my windshield and stayed there for a second and flew off. Okay. Now, by this time, Village Christian Church, that's on the left-hand side, I'm passing Village Christian Church. And something was like, turn around. And I'm like, man, I got to go. I got to get a business card. I don't want to be late. I don't want to have to hear these people. I don't want to keep on going. I ain't going back to look for no $1. Sure enough, someone was like, turn around, James, turn around. It was money in the road, turn around. So sure enough, I turned around in the church parking lot, and I got in the middle lane. So I'm cruising down the middle lane. I'm just cruising. Sure enough, I see some money in the middle lane. So I'm like, there's some money out here in the middle of the road. Now, mind you, Charlie, this is McPherson Church Road. Okay. At about 9:30 in the morning. Okay. I felt like I was out there by myself. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I did. You know, that's a busy road in the morning. But I felt like I was out there, like everything was tunnel vision. So I see some money in the middle of the road. So I get out. I'm in the middle lane. I get out. And I'm like, dang, there's money out here. I pick up the couple little dollars. It's 5, 10. Okay. Put it in my pocket. I'm like, man, God, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I sit back down in the car, and I'm about to pull off, and someone said, look to your left. So I look to my left, like across the street, over across the street, and I see money. Oh, what money? More money. Okay. And I'm like, damn, is that money? Okay. Hold on now. Is that money? Right, I just prayed for some money. I'm like, is that money over there and then onto the left of the ground? So sure enough, I hop back out,
Right.
run across the street, and when I tell you I'm picking up money, I'm picking up $100 bills, $10 bills, $20 bills on the side of the road. By the time now, I know I'm up maybe $300-$400 because I'm picking it up on the side of the road. I'm nervous. I'm thinking somebody about to come and be like, "Yo, put my money back."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sure enough, I'm like, okay, so I put the money in my pocket. I turn around. I'm driving off, about to drive off. Some shit was like, no, not yet. It's a true story. I get back in the middle lane. So I'm back in the middle lane. I'm looking to see if it's some more out there. Like, I'm like, there's got to be some more. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Ain't nobody came up or drove past nothing right now. So enough, a car, I'll never forget it, zoomed past me. Boom, it was going fast. And I see something flipping in the road. So when I look down to see what's flipping in the road, it's like a stack of money like this big.
Oh, wow.
Flipping in the road. So, of course, you know what
get
I
out
do
and
next.
get it.
I
Get out and get it.
again. And I feel like, you know, like I'm telling you, this is early in the morning.
Yeah.
I felt like I was
Right
out
place,
there
right
by
time.
myself.
Yeah.
When no cars coming, I was able to go through the road, get across the road. When nobody like, move out of the road, I pick up the money, put it in my pocket. So by now, I'm like, all right, it's time to go. Because I know I
Somebody
have.
somebody come claim
Right,
this
somebody
stuff.
about to come claim
Yeah.
it. So I pulls off. Make a long story short, I counted that money, it was over $1,000.
Oh.
And it was enough money for me to do everything that I needed to do.
Look at God.
You know, and I was like, and I never, it blew my mind at first. Like, it took me months and months and months to kind of tell people that story. But when I tell people that story, they be like, word. And I'm like, you missing what I was saying.
Yeah.
I said, at the beginning of that,
You prayed.
I was praying.
Yeah, that part. You prayed.
I didn't have
Yes.
no money.
Right.
I was low.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was going to pick up the business cards. I was getting those. I was taking them to the customer. You just gonna give me more money. I was starting my day.
Right.
You know, which I knew I clientele pretty good, so I knew I was gonna make money. But at the end of the day, I was like, man, like I'm low. And God gave it to me just like that. And my prayer was so sincere. You know what I'm saying? So that right there changed my aspect when I look at, you know, when you pray and you have a relationship with God, like
that's
He
real.
will come through, and He does it on His time.
Oh yeah, He do
You
the
know what I'm
unthinkable though.
saying?
So
Yeah, unthinkable.
He's gonna do what man or woman can't do.
Facts.
If it come in the way of man or woman, it's not God. So it's a
Right,
difference.
right.
Like I tell people, like when God do something, it's the unthinkable.
Yeah, I definitely didn't think that was gonna happen.
Unthinkable, and
all
that's
right.
definitely the unthinkable. What happened with you?
Yeah, I paid my tithes on it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I kept it rocking, but that's the situation that happened to me. I was like, man, God, you heard my prayer because it was so sincere. Because I was low, I was bad. You know what I'm saying?
He know
like,
our situation better than we know it. So you know, He worked that thing right on out for you.
Yeah, He did.
Okay,
He
next
did.
question: what's more important to you, loyalty or respect?
Man, them go hand in hand. But most important, I'm gonna say loyalty.
Okay.
Knowing somebody got your back, you know, and that you can count on, that's gonna ride for you.
Okay.
People gonna disrespect you. Stuff is gonna happen in life to where I feel like if you that big on disrespect, you know what I'm saying, you got a kind of little ego problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's gonna say something one day to ruffle your feathers.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's gonna do something to you one day that you're not gonna like. And if you're so keen on, oh, you gotta respect me. Like, bro, come on, man. They didn't respect Jesus.
That part.
Okay?
That part.
Come
yeah.
on
That's
now.
how they gonna respect you.
Yeah, it would make you think somebody got to respect you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it ain't a respect thing for me. If somebody's loyalty
Right.
to you will show you how much they respect you.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's just the best thing I can say about that. I think it's really, you know, loyalty is a lot more, you know, important.
Okay, if someone was to say, "I'll give you $1 million to change your belief," what would you say? They got the money right there in your face.
I'm straight.
Are you straight? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch an M regardless.
Okay.
You gotta come a little bit better than that.
Okay. What if they say $1 billion? I give you $1 billion.
Nah, it ain't worth it because I'm gonna touch that too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk that talk. Okay.
Yeah,
I need to hold something.
yeah,
Okay.
facts.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch that.
Okay. What comes to your mind when you hear a person say that you cannot love God and money?
Man, you can like money, but I guess you can't love money. Money is the root of all evil.
Right.
That's what the scripture says.
Right, it is. It is.
So, you know, I had
So
to
you
think
liking
about
or
that.
loving money? You liking or loving money? Which one you doing?
I'm liking it.
Okay,
I'm liking
okay,
it.
okay.
I like to have it.
Okay.
Don't you?
Oh I mean, I love what it can do. It's a tool.
It's definitely a tool. Yeah. But you like it, though.
Yeah, I like it. Period. I ain't say love. It's the key word was love.
Love. No, I ain't going to say love, because love will make you do some strange things. Know it.
The devil is stuff too. I promise you, you're going to have to listen. He want whatever you he give it to you. You got to show enough. You're going to have to pay up dues. You best believe that. Facts. At the end of the day, like I tell people, hey, and like I said, no answer is the wrong answer, but me, myself, I'm rocking with God. Like, at the end of the day, and I can't think of more enough to just put me in a situation, because if he give me everything I ask for, like I was telling you, I'll be like, look, God, I'll be back. Yeah, I'm about to go over here and chill, and I'll get back with you later. But because he put me in a situation, right? Situation where I have to constantly lean on him and call on him and say, hey, you know what's due today? Hey, we're gonna need this. Hey, right. I'm constantly nagging him. You know what I'm saying? But if he was to give me what I asked for, now I sent some stuff his way. He didn't send me my request yet, but I mean, I thank him for that. Like I said, because he knows better than we know ourselves. So I would definitely say, but I've been having this brand for a while. I forgot what came to your mind when you first seen it.
I was like, shorty doing her thing. Nah, for real. I do want to, perfect moment for this. Okay. I definitely want to give you your flowers.
Thank you.
Not from the field to where I am, you know what I'm saying, as working with brands, working with people that have movements when it comes to branding. IM4GOD I've always known that. Even before I knew who the person was behind the name, I knew of the brand. So, like I said, I want to give you your flowers. You're really killing it.
Thank you.
I see, that God is Dope movement ain't really got nothing on that IM4GOD movement. You know what I'm saying? I see that in your future. You doing big things like that, because whatever you do for him is going to stand.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? If you walked in that, so I'm definitely giving you your flowers at this point.
Thank you.
Right
Nah,
don't do that. Don't mess up them glasses.
Listen. Look, I mean, you think about how good he been. And at the end of the day, it's just so much. Absolutely. I can go on and on. I mean, like I tell people all the time, God is the CEO.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just a vessel to the brand. I just thank him for allowing me and trusting me with it. Yeah, it's so much bigger than what people think. I don't even care if they know it's me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you said, I went through a phase at a time where I was trying to tell people, coach people to tell them what to say about the brand. I didn't want to show my face. Right. And it was a time where God was like, you got to show your face. You got, and I mean, I was like, but I mean, I hid behind it so long. And it's just like, to look at it now, I mean, like I tell people, it ain't about the money. It's more about the testimonies. Absolutely. Because if I was to go by the money, it'd have been shut down. Absolutely. But if I go by the testimonies, listen here, God is so good. Yeah, he is. The stories go near and far. And I mean, and everybody got their own, story, journey, whatever. But me, myself, for me, and shout out to my cousin. She was the first one who told me, Charcy, this is a movement. Anybody know me? Back then, I ain't talking as much as I talk now. You know what I'm saying? But God got me talking. Yeah, but, I have to say, like, I can't, thank him enough. And to be able to say to, people like, hey, they come and say something about it, man, did you tell God thank you? Because I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? When I see people with it on, my first thing is to, God, look at you showing out. Because they could have wore anything. You know what I'm saying?
They got it too.
Listen, God is good. Listen, I say, when that day comes, I know God is going to still say, hey, I want you to do X, Y, Z with that money. Because that's not your money. And guess what I'm about to do? Slide on over what he want me to do. So it's not, it's like I said, I can't stress it enough. Like, I thank you for giving me them flowers, because I know it came from the heart. For real. But like I said, if you know me, I ain't got nothing to do with no money. What I'm saying? It's all God. It's just, like I said, I can't express enough. Get your own relationship with him. Please get your own relationship. Stop listening to people. Stop listening to man, woman. Get your own. Get in the word. You gotta be a believer first.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So until you get to that, I mean, what is there to talk about? And then right now, you gotta express who you for. Either you for him or you're not. You're for Satan or you're for God. Which one is you for? Absolutely. It's straight up and down. It's bold and straight to the point. Absolutely. So I mean, like I said, but we can go on and on and on. But leaving the last question, leave the people with something positive.
Be yourself, man. Okay. Be yourself. Don't try to be nobody else. Pray. And ask God for vision. I think vision is so important in life. the route you want to go and how you're going to get there. And the way you're going to get there with him leading you is very important. So planning, believing in God and vision is very important.
Okay.
So, and keep going.
Yeah.
Keep that. Keep turning, man. Don't never give up.
Yeah, as long as he wake you up, you know, you got another chance, you know.
That's it.
Hey, how you say, buckle and boom.
That's it.
But not count out
it.
till it's time for you to go.
That's
and
it.
the question is, what did you do while you was here?
Right.
I mean, like I said, I ain't gonna get into all of that. But thank y'all. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
And I will definitely have to have you back in the future.
Okay.
And like always, you just never know who I may have on here. And like I said, I love you, but God loves you more. Until next time, thank y'all again. And don't forget to check out that website, IM4GOD.com.
Yeah.
Take care.